Hi, Democrats. Today is Friday, August 11th, and it's time for the Chair's Daily Live. As you can see, I'm kind of discombobulated. I'm not in my normal setting. It's Friday, beginning a long weekend. So I want to start out with something not political. Today marks the 50th anniversary of hip hop. I'm just so excited about that. I had to say something about it. I always like to start out with some good news because I always kind of coast into some bad news. So I want to start first with the bad news, and with all sincerity and no irony, I do send my thoughts, I send my prayers, I send sadly condolences to the people of Maui. To the folks who are visiting Maui. So far, there have been 55 deaths in the wildfires that have affected Maui. Um, it just makes my desire to know a little bit more about the environment and what people who are running for office care about the environment. When I look at what happened in Maui, last I heard there were over 5 active fires, and they were being spread because of a hurricane that is off the island, and so it was a confluence of things that happened that are global warming related, that are making it miserable in Maui right now. So I'm sending out my prayers and my thoughts there. So some kind of good news. Members of the Oklahoma State House, they usually spend the summer doing research on things that they're thinking about writing bills for, to make sure that they have the facts and the data about who it's going to help, if it's going to help, how expensive it's going to be. And two of the things that they're looking into this summer that I think are interesting is workforce development, because everybody keeps talking about how finding enough employees is an issue, and then also working with students with disabilities. Those are two real issues that affect Oklahomans writ large. And so I just wanted to celebrate that members of the State House are actually looking into bills that will hopefully improve the lives of Oklahomans. Now, back to the Superintendent of Public Instruction. Today's news is just kind of sad. I think sad is the word that I want to use. The last president had to go to court today to be issued with an order to say you cannot talk about substantive stuff in this case, and you cannot intimidate witnesses. Now, I said Walters, but I'm talking about the last president. So I'm going to move over to our superintendent of public instruction. It's as if he's trying to mimic the last president and getting in trouble with the courts and getting in trouble with talking too much. He used a video to disparage Tulsa Public Schools that was the copyright property of the Tulsa World, and they issued an order asking him to take down the video, cease using their copyrighted, I think that's the right word, copyrighted property. He's just so busy chattering rather than sitting still and making a plan that improves public schools. I'm just going to keep saying it. His job is the superintendent of public instruction, and he's doing everything but sit down, make a plan. That's all we ask of you. Well, if you can't sit down and make a plan, vacate the spot for somebody who wants to sit down and make a plan that will improve the outcomes for Tulsa educated students. That's all I'm asking. Make way for somebody who actually wants to do the job. And then I want to end today with good news on the national front. President Biden signed today the proclamation for the Grand Canyon National Monument, which protects the Grand Canyon from uranium mining. We already import it, and it's cheaper for us to get it from somewhere else than for us to mine it, both financially and what it does to our climate. See how I brought that all the way back? Mining uranium actually spills into a lot of our resources, ruins our water, those kinds of things. There's no need to do it. And there's no need to desecrate the Grand Canyon. There are a few national monuments out there, national beauties out there. And we should honor them and keep them. We don't have to keep building and mining and destroying our natural resources. So thank you President Biden for going out and protecting the Grand Canyon. Alrighty, it's Friday. I was going to be quick from the onset. I hope you guys find a candidate to support this weekend. Spend some time with your family and come back Monday ready to organize and help candidates. Have a great weekend, and I'll be back here Monday at 4:15.